What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Spread the Positive podcast. I am your host, Trent Denson, founder of Spread the Positive and STP Productions, where our mission is to bring light to what's going right and to showcase and facilitate efforts that are making a positive impact in our local communities and beyond. Be sure to check us out, spreadthepositive.net. And also, if you're looking to get involved with the STP Podcast Network, please reach out and just check out all the amazing shows that are on the network. We continue to grow. We continue to build. Be part of the solution. Be part of what's going right. Welcome to the show. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. This is the first ever STP 1200 Club member spotlight. I got my good friend Kayce Broach here with me with KK Fitness Training. How are you, Kayce?
I'm good.
Yeah. Appreciate you doing this. Appreciate the support of the STP Network. It really means a lot. We're going to get into your story, all things training, all things wellness, and kind of your journey. So the way I usually like to do it is take us back, kind of early passions and like kind of what led you into your coaching career. Take it away.
So back in high school, I did weightlifting class, which led into like an aerobics class one semester, and had to actually film a cool down for an aerobics video that we were being graded on. That was our final.
Nice.
And I thought weightlifting was kind of cool, but I was not an athlete.
Okay.
Did not like the athletic side of it. So just kind of, went off to college and did all the things. Totally not fitness related at all.
Okay.
And my family has a history that when they get pregnant or they get out of college, they don't maintain their weight.
Gotcha.
And everybody gains weight. And then there's heart problems and knee problems and all that kind of stuff. And I knew that as a direction I did not want to go.
Nice.
So when I found out I was pregnant with my daughter, I asked my husband at the time to get me workout equipment for Christmas. The one thing you don't do to a new mom. But I
that
wanted
is not
it.
official advice to any of the folks out there.
I wanted it.
Okay,
it's what I wanted because I wanted to get back to my pregnancy weight beforehand.
Nice.
As soon as possible. So did everything from like Jillian Michaels and calorie restriction and watching what I eat. And had a jogging stroller, would go out for walks, all that kind of stuff. So then when we moved from St. Louis to Bowling Green, Kentucky, our church offered aerobics classes, super cheap. Childcare provided as well, was really affordable, and it was right down the road, so I could just walk there.
Nice.
And so I got into taking, those were my first ever classes I ever took. So got into taking classes, and then led me from the church workouts to Bowling Green Backyard Boot Camp.
Nice.
And all of that. Then when it came time, my husband at the time finished his degree and said, okay, now it's time to focus on you. What do you want to do? I said, well, I kind of like fitness.
Nice.
Became a personal trainer in 2015, nutrition specialist in 2016.
Nice.
Certified in Ripped and Rumble and various silver sneaker formats throughout those years.
Nice. Done a lot.
Then, really love training and teaching classes. In 2020, with the shutdown.
Yep. I'll remember that.
I still taught all my classes online virtually for all of my clients.
Nice.
And taught and did virtual training with them as well. Then we just, I had other fitness friends that had found the faster way, and they started talking about it online.
Nice.
And, I had done the calorie restriction. I have done the try to do zero fat diet,
Sure.
Every kind of diet and everything out there. I've done up to 5 workouts a day, along with working a full-time and part-time job. When I got to my leanest, I was miserable.
Man.
I was exhausted. I was tired. And this is before I became a trainer.
5 workouts a day?
5 workouts a day.
With a full-time job.
With a full-time job and a part-time job. And 2 young toddlers and preschoolers at home.
Don't make the excuse you don't have time.
Right. I was exhausted.
Yeah.
I was tired. I mean, you're eating 1,200 calories, but that 1,200 calories may be a Dairy Queen shake.
Right.
It may be, the worst food you can pick. It may be just a bowl of peas.
On top of doing all that.
On top of doing all that. So I got down really lean. We say lean, not skinny in my family. Right. Really lean, but I was tired. I was miserable. My hormones were all out of whack. I was always hungry. And I had almost no muscle mass.
Wow.
So then became a trainer, learned a little bit about macros. And then
But you've studied this stuff too, right?
I studied this stuff and I knew what to knew what to do. I had a hard time implementing it myself. Fair. I grew up so my mom grew up with everything home cooked and turnip greens and collard greens and all the things. She didn't want any of it. She hated that food. She didn't want, so everything I grew up on was boxed and canned. Nothing was fresh.
Wow.
So,
man, that's wild how that works.
Yeah, and so when I became, nutrition specialist, I learned what to eat. I learned how to make things healthier, but I still wasn't doing it in the right way.
Got you.
And I was skinny.
Yeah.
But
miserable.
Miserable, exhausted, tired, no energy. So 2020 came around, everything kind of got put on pause. I taught my classes, but that's pretty much all I did. And friends were talking about this faster way thing and how the food was delicious. And
nice.
I was turning 40, and most of my fitness friends who were doing this were late 40s, early 50s, knowing that I'm heading into the perimenopause and menopause stage of life. And that's when weight gain and hormones get all out of whack.
Yeah.
I did not want that. I remember my mom sitting on the couch and she would call me in from the other room to hand her the remote, and just when I visit her, even now, she just sits there on the phone or on the tablet all the time, not getting up, not doing anything. Hey, let's go do something. Just makes it difficult. So I didn't want to be that person. I don't want to be that grandparent, none of that. So I looked into the faster way, and I secretly didn't tell any of my fitness friends, signed up for the 6-week course, then became a VIP member because I truly believed in it.
Nice.
30-minute workouts in and out. I was gaining muscle. Nice. I was losing fat. My hormones were more in check. I wasn't angry and crying and all the things that go with everything. So just fell in love with the program.
Nice.
So then my coach, she jokes about this all the time. I signed up to be a coach. I didn't tell anyone because that fear of failure.
Oh man, it's a real
signed
thing.
up to be a coach. It wasn't till I passed my test that she was like, "Wait a minute, what? You signed up?"
That's wild. Your coach didn't even know?
Yeah, my coach didn't even know.
Wow.
And me and her have a great relationship.
That's amazing.
So I became a coach and started running my first 6-week round, and then have gained clients since then, many of whom have followed me for a couple years now with VIP and such. And
when did that start? 2020? That was
2020.
Okay.
I signed up for it, the first 6-week round in October.
Cool.
Because I had done a lot during COVID. I didn't gain the the COVID-19 or the weight that they said. I didn't gain it. I lost it, but I needed something that was going to be maintainable with my lifestyle.
Love
so, more energy, and I always have time for my kids to go out and go for walks or go for hikes. My son wants to start working out with me, and I have energy for that. And quick and easy workouts. The meal prepping and planning is super easy. Learned a lot through them about how proteins, fats, and carbs do matter to our bodies, and the overall health that we need all three of those. And no food is inherently bad. It's just some are more nutrient dense and better for you than others. I mean, you can have 100 calories of Oreos and have 2 Oreos, or you can have 100 calories of, broccoli and a steak, and and it goes a lot farther.
Right.
So just learning to eat better and because of the meal guides, I've tried a lot more food than I ever had before.
Oh, that's awesome.
So my food palate has totally opened up
Nice.
and is much better now.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So plug away all things Faster Way. Like how can people get involved with you?
So about every few weeks, I'm starting a 6-week round.
Okay.
And then you go through the 6 weeks, and in that 6 weeks, we break down carb cycling. So we do 2 low carb days a week. That's with high intensity. It's definitely not strength training days.
Okay.
And so we break that down, like why carb cycling is important, why we pair it with our workouts the way we do. Intermittent fasting. Technically, everybody does intermittent fasting, just whether you do it, how you do it, how much time you fast is the important part.
Right.
And we break every step down. Why we do these workouts. Why we change.
Man. Yeah. It's so important.
And so it gives you 6 weeks of learning it all and putting all the puzzle pieces together.
That's amazing.
So I love that it just breaks it down. So, I mean, we hold your hand through the whole process.
That's
There's
cool.
no question. And you're not going to get, my stepmom sent me her screenshot yesterday of her macros, and her carbs were quite higher than they needed to be. Didn't talk about that, but I said, hey, you finally got that protein. You finally did good with the protein. You're going to get, and I may say, hey, let's talk about how we can keep those carbs in track. And so you're going to get me as a coach. You're going to get me as support. I'm going to be reaching out to you and talking to you. And every now and then we do workouts in a parking lot together or things like that. I'll invite my whole local group, because I do have some that are virtual, my whole local group. But you get the app that also gives you everything. May 20th, we're starting our smoothie detox.
Nice.
So not that you need a detox, but, it's getting those micronutrients, the vitamins and the iron and all those little micro tiny nutrients are the important part. And so when we go through winter without eating fresh fruits and vegetables and stuff they're not as fresh,
right,
we lose some of that. So this is really just ramping us up to be able to hit summer running.
That makes sense.
And have more energy and do better for the summer. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, so we have that starting.
That's soon. That's next week.
Yes, next week.
Yeah, wow.
So next Monday we start, and it's 2 smoothies a day, two meals a day. And I mean, when I'm talking meals, I'm like, it's a meal.
Nice.
It's like, taco in a bowl.
Love it.
I made deconstructed lasagna the other day, which was everything but the noodles. It was so good.
That sounds
so delicious.
Dude,
and so it's good food, it's healthy food, it's whole food nutrition. We are not pushing a ton of supplements. You don't have to buy all these other things, and you're gonna see the results. It's lifestyle changes.
Love that.
Because if you don't,
and it's simple. It sounds so simple.
It is. It really is. There's no hard brain work to it. If you want to really strictly follow the meal guides, it gives you the grocery list.
Nice.
And so you know what you're going to go buy for the week ahead.
And just cook one time a week.
And you cook whatever the meat or whatever is, you cook it once, it's cooked once, eat all week. You're just going to put it with different spices, different flavorings, different things to where, it's not just baked chicken every day or ground beef every day. And then on Saturdays is our leg day. You get to have a treat.
Hey.
We track it. It's okay. You can have that donut. You can have that slice of cake. And even then, it's memories over macros. If it's a birthday, if it's a celebration, graduation, whatever, enjoy the day.
Yeah.
The one day or weekend or vacation week is not going to derail you if you're doing all the other right steps.
That's right.
So,
that's beautiful.
You just enjoy that, because the stress of trying to be on track when you're doing those things or stressing about what you ate or what you're going to eat ups your cortisol level.
Yep.
Which doesn't help you lose weight at all. So
it's like
you don't stress about it.
Yeah.
You take that memory and you enjoy that memory and you do the next right choice when you can.
That's awesome.
So
that makes so much sense. I love that.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had some combos off mic about how it all works, but that was a beautiful breakdown. That was really awesome. Yeah. What's the history? Like, where did Faster Way come from?
So Amanda Trust started Faster Way in her living room in Ohio.
Okay.
I I know she's been a personal trainer for 20 some odd years.
Okay.
I can't remember exactly when she started Faster Way, but they now live in Tampa and part of the time in Costa Rica. I'm quite jealous there. But she started it and grew it with a need. She had PCOS.
Okay.
She had, they told her she'd never be able to get pregnant. She has 5 kids.
Wow.
All these things as she was going through high school and stuff and issues, and they were going to try to put her into menopause when she was in high school.
Dude, what?
Yeah, and in her 20s. And she was like, no, there's got to be a better way. And she started researching foods and researching what to eat.
Criminally, like, that's criminal.
But when you're having all these other horrible symptoms, that's the quick fix to fix it. Like, if we just do this, then you won't have all those issues anymore.
Yeah.
She said no. She said, I want to see what I can how I can heal my body from the inside. And she researched foods, all of that stuff. Faster Way is third-party, scientifically backed, and has been proven to just do amazing. I mean, one of our ladies, we had a leg day in Atlanta recently, and people can get up and give a testimony, and I'm going to cry on this one.
Go for it.
But she talked about how she had a son, and he ended up, after he was born, became septic. Lost all of his limbs. He's now 150 pounds, and she carries him on her back because of the Faster Way. Because she's eating right, she's working out, she's able to carry him now that he's a teenager in his 20s to do whatever she needs to do with him.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I mean,
and there is just story after story about how it has healed bodies, how people have gotten rid of hot flashes going through menopause, and their mood swings aren't as great, and just being able to heal from the inside by whole food nutrition and doing fast, effective workouts that are going to build muscle and keep bones strong and your mental health strong and everything. It's so amazing. That
is amazing.
Yeah.
You know, the tagline here, bring the light to what's going right. Great example of all things going right. Man, that's amazing. What's next? What are you excited about?
I'm excited to just get out there and show more people the Faster Way and just how it can help. And even if you are lean and you don't have fat to lose, you can get something from this program.
That's
because you're building muscle, you're getting stronger.
Mental health
aspects, brain fog. Oh my gosh, eating right and getting workouts in helps brain fog so much.
That's amazing.
And we sit a lot right now at computers and at our desks doing work. And so if you 30 minutes, you can do it on your lunch break.
That's amazing.
You can work out anywhere.
Yeah.
And there's, even in the workouts, when you pull up the app, there is the home workout version with just weights and bands. There's the gym version with the equipment.
Nice.
And then there's even a low impact version. So I have a lady right now that just had foot surgery.
Oh.
And so we do the low impact version. And she stays on track because she's not having to get up and get down. She can stay seated through all the movements and work.
That's incredible.
All of that. So even like there, you have options. And if it's a low energy day, heck, do the low impact.
Yeah.
If you can make it to the gym, do the gym.
Go hard, yeah.
And the video, like they have a video to follow along with the at-home stuff. So again, you don't even have to think.
Yeah.
You just do what they tell you, which
Man.
I love being a trainer and having a program for clients. I get tired of having to think of what to do for myself. I just need somebody to tell me what to do.
Right.
And so
we
it's
all
great.
do, right?
Yeah.
I feel like, that's
makes the workout so much easier.
70% of the battle is knowing what to do.
Yeah.
And just being told. And, trainers are amazing, but if you have that option, just knock it out. And you walk people through that too, so it's the best of both worlds.
And not everybody can afford a personal trainer.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
This gives you, it's a little higher than a gym membership once you go into VIP, because it's a monthly subscription thing. But you get, again, you're getting the meal guides every single week. You're getting the workouts every single day, even walking meditation. If you just need to listen to 10 minutes of walking meditation.
Love that.
We do different little micro things, like this month's cherry on top is all core work. So building up the core, helping your posture, all of that. Then we did arms last month. We've done, a booty burner to where you're like building the booty. We're gearing up for summer. People want bikinis or swimsuits, so we're working on the middle. And so we have like little cherry on tops on occasion.
That's cool.
Or like the smoothie detox. We run little like programs here and there just to change it up. And the workouts. So like 1 month we may be doing a pod workout that's 3 different exercises at different reps and sets. One workout may be supersets. Right now we're doing time under tension where we're doing slow movements. It's changing up, so you're not going to hit that plateau.
I love that.
And even if you do, I have one girl that it just took us changing her protein a little bit, decreasing carbs a smidge, increasing her protein a smidge, and she was able to drop 6 pounds. Like that she had plateaued. She couldn't break that number. And it's not all about the number. We usually don't use the scale. We throw the scale away. But it's clothes fitting, feeling, all of that. And yeah, when you can just change a little bit and you're doing all the other right steps, it makes a big difference. Sometimes it's changing that workout. When we hit time under tension, it's like, oh wow, like I can do more. Like, and
that's huge.
It's just awesome. I love it.
That's amazing.
Yeah. The program is just great.
That's so cool. That's really awesome. That's a beautiful breakdown. You can tell the passion's there. Obviously, like you can't fake. Can't fake how excited and
can't
like
fake it. I
how
love
clear
it.
you. I mean, like how clear you explain it and like just. I mean, it sounds like foolproof. Like yeah.
And I mean, even when I was going through my divorce and different things, it was the one thing I was not willing to give up. Like it kept me to just be a better mom, to keep my head clear, and I was like, I will give up every streaming device and everything, but I'm not going to give up my Faster Ways subscription. And that's I was like, you know what, it's kind of why I need to be a coach, right? Because if I'm not willing to give it up,
you're preaching the gospel. Yeah.
Then I need to become a coach for this.
I love that.
Yeah.
So it's been what, 3-4 years?
I've been doing Faster Way, for almost 4 years as a client, and then 2 years as a coach.
Okay, beautiful.
And
that's amazing.
It's been
well,
great.
plug away. How can people get in touch with you? Plug away how all things KK Fitness Training.
So you can find my email is kkfitnesstraining@gmail.com. You can find me on Instagram under KK Fitness Training.
Doing all the days.
All the days. All the days. All the things. Then if they want to sign up for Faster Way, all they have to do is send me a DM and I can send them the link for the next round, which will start. So Detox starts the 20th, and next week, Memorial Day, is when we start the next 6-week round. Okay. So that's coming up. So the Detox, they can do a micro commitment with the Detox, where it's like $20 and they get the Detox stuff, and then hit hard starting on the 27th with the full 6-week. Ta-da.
Wow.
Life-changing. I mean, it's just life-changing.
You got me sold. Like, I want to do this. Like, I need to drop a few and just tighten up. So I'm going to be hitting you up. That's so cool. Do want to get into a little bit of the STP stuff and just why you believe in that, if you don't mind. So being a 1200 Club member, obviously you get studio access like this, and we're going to get you a little commercial and some ad reads over some new shows that we're doing. Why were you down for the cause?
So I met you a couple times at Believers in Business, and I've always been intrigued with podcasts. I had just started listening to some Boy Meets World and some other things like
I
that.
Love that.
But it honestly was just a God thing.
I love that.
Yeah, I was like, I want to get more involved with him, but I don't know how. And then you dropped that, and it was like no thought process. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Like it was not even a thought process.
We're trying to have a pretty low barrier to entry, so that's amazing.
And my brain was just like, and you're doing this? Like, well, not my God was like, you're doing this, and this is where I want you to invest some of your money. And
that's
I was
amazing.
like, okay, I'll do it.
Really appreciate it. That means a lot. Quite the endorsement. And you do have pod aspirations, right? So like kind of baby stepping into that potentially.
Baby stepping into that. I would definitely like to grow more in that aspect and learn more about it. And
I'm excited about that. I
being
think
able to help people.
I think you'll be great at it because you have. I mean, the content's endless, right?
Yeah.
Like you could really.
Yeah.
I mean, the success stories, the testimonials, just general information, all the stuff Faster Way provides. Like I feel like you could just go through the app and be like, we should talk about this today. Like it's a whole episode right there.
It totally is.
That's really cool. Do they have a Faster Way pod?
Amanda Tress does.
She has her own.
Yeah, has her Faster Way pod that she does. And she has a lot of doctors and again scientifically backed information that she talks to over. I mean, she had people on there with the Ozempic shot.
Oh yeah.
And talking about that, and just even if you're that's an option you choose, it's that life. You still need to have that lifestyle change,
and you need to know, just know what you're getting into.
And so a lot of our coaches have teamed up with places that are offering the Ozempic shot, so that way they can give so when somebody comes off the shot, they don't gain it back.
There you go.
Like it's making those changes.
Aspect,
oh
right?
yeah. So if that's the direction you need to go, that's fine too. But we can also support you.
That's cool.
On the back end of that. So
that's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I really appreciate you. Thank you for the support. Looking forward to doing this on a monthly basis. I think that's quite a value in itself, and more short form stuff, anything, just basically anything we can do to support what you're doing and the network as a whole, getting plugged into some of the nonprofits we're working with and all
definitely.
of that. So I think it's a great fit, and I'm glad God spoke to you that day. And
I've learned not to argue with him. When he tells me to go, I just go. Both feet jump in. I don't question it. I don't think about it. And there's been a few times in my life that he has just said, now, this person, now. Man. And okay. Even to the point of giving like the last 20 in my pocket.
Sure.
Like, and I'm like, but it's my last 20.
I did literally know that.
He's like, nope, this person right now.
You need that. Man, that's beautiful. Well, I'm looking forward to getting to know you better. Anything we can do podcast-wise, short-form-wise, commercials, ad reads, all the stuff that the network supports. It's a beautiful fit, and thank you so much. It means so much. We're going to go and wrap this one up, but y'all be on the lookout. Be sure to check her out, KK Fitness Training on Instagram. Website?
I don't have my own website, no.
It all goes through KK Fitness Training.
Instagram.
Okay. Cool. We will plug all of that in the show notes, and be sure to check out Faster Way. Like, I'm pretty sold. Like, that was, we had talked some, and I was like, man, that sounds really awesome. But this was like, sounds too easy.
There's even in the app, so there's the men's workout too. So like the men can have their own, have their own nutrition because they need different nutrition than us women. Yep. And the men have a different, not different. It's the same program, but they have a little different regimen that they follow because it's important.
That makes sense. Yeah. Just the the ease of it and like not having to think about stuff. Really helpful for people like me. The less I have to think about stuff more times than not is definitely a good thing. So I'll be checking that out. That's really awesome, and appreciate you again. We'll wrap it up. Yeah, that was all. Thank you for listening to another episode of the Spread the Positive podcast. For more information about all the things we got going here at Spread the Positive, please check us out, spreadthepositive.net. Get involved with our underwriting, advertising, sponsorship program, start a podcast, or if you just want to support the mission, reach out on spreadthepositive.net or any of our social media handles at Spread the Positive. Look forward to connecting with y'all and giving y'all another fire episode on the next one. Thank you, and we will see you then. Let's go.